Hi guys, it's Sam with Spieler Custom Baits, and today we're going to be making one of these football jigs. We're going to be doing this in an Okeechobee Craw style. We're going to start out with this 3/8 ounce 4/0 hook football jig. This one has already been pre-painted, and I'm just going to use this safety pin to get the weed guard out of the way while I'm tying this up. I'm using a 200 denier black thread. And we're just going to wrap around that first collar and then cut off this tag end here. Start off with a blue tab, which we're going to put towards the back. We're just going to get a few wraps right around that collar area before we make a couple of wraps, bringing it down. When doing these, you always want to make sure that your tabs are placed where you want them to be, just in case you get slippage. And then after that, we're going to be taking this white. It has a blue inlay with blue flake. And what we're going to do is we're going to spread this from side to side, and we're going to inlay this on either side of the jig, tying it in right behind those blue tab. And what this is going to do is it's just going to lighten up that profile just a little bit. We're going to do the same. We're going to wrap around that collar. We're going to move these strands of this tab around to where we want it. And then we're going to tie down that first collar. Just doing wraps like this just to make sure that it's getting right up against the head of the jig. And then we're going to take some of this Magic Craw color. It has a blue inlay to it, so it'll be a blue with white with blue inlay, and then we're going to have this Craw color with the leaf inlay as well. Just pulling everything back to get it out of the way before we start tying this in. Just like with the other, getting close to the jig head and then getting a few wraps in. And then we're going to take another tab and we're going to fill it out on this other side. This way it gives it that Craw style coloration by going a little heavy on the brown. But it still lightens up that profile from your traditional like Okeechobee Craw style color. Getting just a few good wraps around the head of the jig, making sure that we get that thread right up against it. And then we're going to come down and tie the rest of that in. Once we have that tied in, we're going to go ahead and whip finish the thread portion of this tie-in. I like to go around 5 times, and I like to whip finish mine twice. Really making sure that that's tied and tight inside that knot. And then going for that second one. my vise loosened up a little bit there. And then we're going to go ahead and cut our thread. And I finish all my football jigs with a wire finish as well. So we're going to go ahead and grab our wire and clip us off a piece. And then I like to get 4 wraps right around before twisting that in. It really just keeps that skirt in place and makes sure that it doesn't move off of that first collar set. And we're going to twist that in. Really making sure that we're holding that taut. And we're going to take our wire cutters and go ahead and clip that about three rotations from the actual bend in. And then we're going to take that little excess and bend it upwards with our needle nose and bend it right back into those wraps. That way it doesn't get caught on anything. Alright, now we can take off that safety pin. The weed guard can go back to moving freely. And we're going to go ahead and cut our tabs. Yep, missed a little bit there. Do the same for the front end. And now we have our finished jig. Let me go ahead and get this out of the vise and we'll go ahead and get some shots of it. These jigs are super versatile, pretty much work anywhere, and are great for largemouth. Again, thank you guys for watching.